Well, hello there. It's Josh Wright here from racingtoprofit.co.uk. I hope you can hear me okay. This may be the first time some of you have ever seen my face, so I apologise for that shock in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. Um, yes, I'm the person behind racingtoprofit.co.uk. As I sit here and chat to you now, I'm staring out of my window, my flat in Liverpool. If you want to be bored with brief biographical details, I was brought up in a town called Mildenhall, which is not too far from Newmarket, um, and I'm a Liverpool football fan, so I hope that doesn't have you all, well, some of you, turning on the mute button. But I suppose that was the initial drive or interest in actually coming to look at Liverpool as a city. Back in 2006, which is when I came to university here, to the University of Liverpool, studied history and politics from 2007, graduated, did some other things, and have never left really. It's a great city, and if you've never been, you should come and visit. But anyway, that's enough about me. I think that'll do. I started this blog kind of in early 2014, I think, from memory, and not many people read it for quite a while, but it seems to be quite popular now, which is good. But that's enough of that. My aim is to briefly, and I say brief, any of you who've watched my videos before know that I can struggle for brevity at times, but I will try and keep this as brief as possible. To the right hand side you can hopefully see the cover of the Trainer Tracks Profiles Jumps 2016-17 Stats Pack, and really the idea of this video is to quickly talk through the Members Club, and specifically the daily posts and the qualifiers against the stats pack, so you kind of have an idea what it's all about. So to the left I'm kind of logged in here as me to the members area, which is part of the blog. Those of you in the trial period or any trial period shouldn't see, I don't think, the exclusive downloads bit to the left hand side there. If you stay beyond any trial period and make kind of one payment, you get access to that bit. That includes links to the main stats pack and various other different things that are otherwise charged for, that you get as part of your membership. So the main part of the offering of the members club is the qualifiers against the stats pack, which I kind of spend 40 to 50 hours researching before each season. And to quickly run through, here are Lingfield stats, which correlate to today's post. So I'm talking to you on the 10th of January. The guides are kind of split into general handicap, general race types, all handicaps, handicap hurdles, handicap chases, national hunt flat races. The stats do not include at the moment stats for novice handicap chases or hurdles. They're stripped out of these core kind of handicap stats that you see there. And then again with the core, the micro angles refer to handicaps, so they're trainer jockey combo, class, distance, going, age, handicap hurdle debut, handicap chase debut, horse runs this season, horse runs in 90 days. So they're kind of micro angles, a bit more niche, but with the aim of trying to home in on those trainers that have certain habits at certain tracks. So I kind of started posting those in October as free posts to start with, and then they became part of the daily offering. And originally, if I flip over to the left here, so if I just show this all qualifiers bit, originally I would highlight the stats against, highlight the horses simply against the stats pack and the track profile. So here at Lingfield you'll see Golanova. The in brackets is the part of the jumps pack that the horse refers to, so that says handicap chase. Gary Moore there is the trainer of Golanova. He's got stats under handicap chase, as you can see, hence why he was put in there at 2 o'clock, so he qualified against those stats. These are from 2013, 14, 15 and what was halfway through 2016 when the guide was researched, so that's the time period that these stats cover. So originally I would kind of list those qualifiers against the horse, against the track profile from the guide, and then kind of add any subjective thoughts or ideas about horses and their chances and things. And but the judgment on the stats was that backing them all without thinking about it, because primarily it is a trainer stats based approach and a systematic approach, was backing all of them should be profitable, and they are. If you'd have backed every qualifier against the stats pack since the start of October, they're about 80 to 90 points in profit. But they started throwing up many selections, more than I'd kind of anticipated, or I suppose worked out would be the case. Too many for my own comfort, I know too many for comfort of many members. And the thing with trainer stats, and certainly trainer stats like this, is they are non-horse related. You are focusing on the habit of the trainer at that certain track. Obviously there's certain micro angles that are horse related in terms of the age, I suppose specifically, but they don't take account of trainer form, of horse form. They don't take account of the horse's form in the context of the race and the opposition they are up against. So I suppose that is a flaw of just relying on trainer stats as a way forward. So on the 8th of December, in a kind of attempt to try and make these selections more sophisticated, I introduced the ratings pointers. It dawned on me that as I pay for and have access to both Horse Race Base, which is, what's that, £10 a month for one account. I think I've got 2 accounts with them, and GG's Gold, which was 24 quid a month. I think it's now £30 a month, but that's a fantastic piece of kit if you are interested in finding your own horses and kind of doing your own research. Kind of Horse Race Base and GG's Gold may be a good place to start. But anyway, both of those have rating sets within them. Horse Race Base has their own ratings, devised in their own way. I've flicked through different bits on them, but I suppose knowing how they're devised isn't as important as knowing the fact that they work. So they, for each race and each race card, I suppose actually I could quickly get up an example. So this is the 330 at Lingfield. They have this Horse Race Base total ratings here within each race card, and they have their ratings, and you can just simply order them there, so you can see who's top 3, who's at the bottom, whatever. So they're the Horse Race Base ratings, and if I go on to GG's Gold in my account, they have these speed ratings to the right hand side, and again they've got top 3 at the bottom, and again you can order them by lowest to highest, highest to lowest, and the idea of those speed ratings are devised by Dr. Peter May, who I think has a PhD in artificial intelligence, and they focus on neural networks and kind of many complicated things that this particular history and politics graduate can't possibly try to get his head around, but they seem to be rather good. So what I decided to do was to simply cross-reference all qualifiers, take them, look at Horse Race Base, look at GG's Gold and the race cards, and see if any of them were top 3 or top rated, and then second and third rated within Horse Race Base and GG's speed ratings from that they licensed from Dr. Peter May. I should add at this point, I've spoken to the chap Chris behind Horse Race Base. I've spoken to Matt Basogno, who coincidentally used to mentor me a bit when I was getting started in this blogging world of ours, and I've spoken to Dr. Peter May, whose speed ratings they are, and they're fine with me using them in the way that I am, which is simply to list what's top rated and what's top 3. So that's that really. I started doing that on the 9th of December, and since then the results have been quite mad really. So if we have a quick look at the results, and just kind of explain the approach, because there are different ways you can attack the ratings pointers. The first thing to say is I now advise that the ratings pointers are the starting point, and I don't advise anymore, because of how the results are, to simply back all qualifiers systematically, because in terms of the return on investment and the win strike rates and everything, it doesn't make sense on what we have seen to date. So the results for the rating pointers are all qualifiers, and these are recorded to backing twice if they qualify against both rating sets. Now what I mean by that is if they are both in top rated or top 3 in horse race base and GG speed. They get italic and they get bold, which is Steel City here. As you can see, he was top 3 in horse race base. That means he was either second or third rated within horse race base, and he was top 3 within GG speed, again meaning he was either second or third rated on the speed ratings. So he lost as I speak to you. I think, what's the time now? It's 20 past 3 on the day of this race, 2:30. I think Steel City, bless him, is still running. But so he will go down on those results as a 2-point loss. So that all qualifiers back twice if qualify against both ratings. He's qualified against both ratings, so gets counted twice. Then we have top rated qualifiers, also back twice if they qualify against both ratings. Here we have, there are 2 top rated for GG Speed, Golanova and Romeo Americo, who is about to run very shortly. We'll see how he goes. Hopefully better than the other 2 to date, but that's how it goes. Now if one of those had also been top rated horse race base, there would be what we call a double top rated qualifier, and I'll show you an example of one of those from Sunday. There's only been 3 of those double top rated qualifiers, and all 3 have won, and won fairly comfortably so far at generous enough odds, kind of around 3-1, 7-2. So those are the results for top rated qualifiers if you just backed the top rated qualifiers, and if you backed them if they qualified in both sets. They were top rated on horse race base and top rated on GG speed. Then we have all qualifiers backed just once. So in this example again, that is just backing Steel City once. So again, this is down to personal preference. Some people want more action, some people might just want to back a horse once. That's fair enough. So that's why I have recorded the results as such, so you can see over time how those all develop and how you may want to get engaged yourself and how you may want to play them. So those stats, those results just look at Steel City if you backed everything once. So here that would be 3 bets today on all qualifiers backed once. It would be 4 bets today if all qualifiers backed twice if they qualified against each rating. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bets if backing them all multiple times. And then I have recorded results for just multiple qualifiers only, so those are in bold. That was just to get the feel, really, to see how well those horses that qualify against both sets of ratings, how well they do, and whether that might be a way in or something to just focus on moving forward. The idea, if they're qualifying against both sets of ratings, they may perform better than those that just qualify against one, as an example. So if I skip down to the results, I introduce those on the 9th of December through to Sunday the 1st of introduce those on the 9th of December. And the results of the 1st of January were decent. That covers Boxing Day, which was a bit of a bloodbath. I forget how many points we lost. I think if backing all qualifiers from memory, it was something around 17 or 18. Ooh. Which was fine if you'd have been following since the 9th of December, because we were about 70 points up at that point, I think. Not so good if you took the Christmas set offer, and the first day of which was Boxing Day, but that's betting for you. That's how these things go. So that was the 9th to the Sunday the 1st. Then we had last week, the 2nd of January to the Sunday the 8th. As you can see, they're backing all qualifiers made 38 points, so that's kind of people that have stayed and kept the faith have been rewarded there. You see the results for just top rated qualifiers. Again, they've done rather well, and so on and so on, so forth. So that leaves the running total week ending the 8th of the 1st, and I update results every week so you can keep track of how they're going. Although I should say at this stage, I would always advise that you keep your own results. Everything will always differ slightly in terms of profit, and obviously depending on who you can get the bets on with, etc. Some of you might like backing each way. Some of you will have interpreted the results and have your own approach to how you stake top rated qualifiers against all qualifiers, etc. So these are how I record results. You've got a fair idea, but yeah, I would always advise kind of keeping your own results as well. Doesn't have to be complicated, it can just be a simple profit loss kind of running tally, I suppose. So yes, week ending 8th of 1st, which I think was about 28 race days once you take off the kind of 3 days that didn't happen, or where there were no racing in December just before Christmas, and including Christmas. So yeah, if you backed everything, all qualifiers multiple times, or twice I should say if they qualify against each rating set, 90 points profit there. Top rated qualifiers, again, 47 points. And you can see the win percentages here. I should update the return on investment figures, but they're obviously, well, they're pretty high generally at the moment. All qualifiers just backed once, and then the multiple qualifiers only. So yeah, that's that really. And the idea of kind of recording the results in this way is so that you can work out an approach that suits you. My own personal approach at the moment is to put 1 point, which is £10 for me at the moment, on all qualifiers, including backing them twice, and that's what I have done since December the 9th, which is a nice kind of £900 profit. There's now a case to be made about top rated qualifiers. They're developing into kind of very trustworthy, 33% win strike rate, 55% win and place, and of course that's from fewer bets. So this is on 28 odd race days, so if you want between 1 and 2 bets a day, and that's the place you want to focus on, you don't want a lot of action, you could just focus on top rated qualifiers. You might do 1 point, 2 point bets, whatever, you know, those are the stats, you can bet how you want to bet, but that might be the place you want to focus. That might give you a basis and a foundation on which to then play around with some of the others. You might dip in different days and have a look at some of the other qualifiers in the rating sets, or some of the other qualifiers on the all qualifiers list that aren't in the rating set. You know, it really is there for you to play around with and develop an approach that suits your betting, suits your temperament, suits your kind of approach. I mean, all of these, when you're dealing with 25, 26% win strike rates, you know, over 1,000 bets, simple maths dictates that you're going to have a losing run of around 24, 25 every now and then, and there'll be losing runs within that of kind of 8, 10, and then, you know, they might happen quite regularly. I suppose the point with this is there's no odds cap on this approach, which means they do find decent price winners. We've had 3, I think, so far over 10 to 1 within the ratings pointers, 20 to 1 winner and 2 around 14 to 1, I think. All of those are available at bigger prices at certain points, kind of late morning through to actual race time, I think. And I imagine the Betfair starting price on some of those was bigger as well. But yeah, so none of these kind of results are skewed by massive priced winners, and you can have some confidence, hopefully, with the win percentages, etc., moving forward, that they will do okay. So yeah, that's those results there. As I said, everything's kind of transparent and recorded in a way which hopefully allows you to kind of pick a strategy and pick an approach that works for you. I would say kind of at least having something on the ratings qualifiers at least once. As you can see there, the 73 points profit wouldn't be a bad way forward. You may want to consider what you do with top rated qualifiers. I know some members have a bit more on another half point or another point, or something like that. As I suppose, just a quick example from Sunday of what I mean by double top rated qualifiers. So horse race base, there are 3 top rated there. Bishop's Court is, as you can see in red italics, that means he is a double top rated qualifier, so he's top rated horse race base, he was top rated GG's speed ratings, and he was the 3rd such qualifier since the 9th of December, and he won as easy as he liked, really. He could have gone round again. And you can see there Walt was a top rated just on GG's Gold, and he won, and there was a couple of others top rated on horse race base, and they both lost, albeit ran okay. So I think that is it, really. Hopefully that's quite clear. As I said, I split the kind of the daily post into 4 sections. You get the rating pointers, all qualifiers against the stats pack, so that's yeah, any notes, I should touch on these really. So in section 3 of any daily post, I will have a look at those horses generally that are a decent price that are not on the ratings pointers list, because there are winners from the from all qualifiers. So all qualifiers against the stats pack, there are winners on there every now and then that aren't in the ratings pointers. It definitely serves to just back the ratings pointers if that's the approach you want, rather than all qualifiers. But there are, and there have been some big price ones. Eastlake 33 to 1, Hartforth was 50 to 1, and there's been a couple of other big price winners. And there's been two since the ratings pointers were introduced that were not within, were not on the ratings pointers shortlist. And I suppose my job, and there's something you can do as well, really, is to look at those bigger price horses, see if a case can be made for them, and whether we want to have something on, because watching 50 to 1 shots win which go unbacked isn't pleasant, and you don't need many in that price range to kind of turn some kind of profit come the end of the season. So I certainly think focusing on all ratings pointers is the way forward. Having a think about how you may want to look at top rated, whether or not that's in addition to all ratings pointers, or top rated is just your start point and they're the only ones you want to be interested in, and you may dabble on some of the others. Like I said, if you want fewer bets a day, kind of 1 to 2 per day on average, that might be the best way forward. If you kind of want action, kind of an average of 5 to 6 bets a day, looking at all ratings qualifiers, again, maybe the way forward. And I think, yeah, that's it. So in addition to those, as I just said, looking at any kind of monster priced horses, kind of 20-25 to 1 plus, may be worthwhile moving forward as well. Those qualifiers that are not on the ratings pointers lists but are in the all qualifiers against stats pack. So that's all horses that are qualified against the stats in my stats pack here. So I think that's it, really. What else do I need to say? As with anything, any new approach, do take your time, paper trades, play with the small stakes. I'd probably kind of advise a 100-point bank would be more than sufficient with the ratings pointers, especially given their kind of 27% win strike rate and 50% win and play strike rate. That should be more than enough to absorb any kind of the worst losing runs, 24, 25. You could absorb a couple of those in short succession. And hopefully allows you to enjoy the approach moving forward. What else is there? There's an exclusive report section, so what else you get as part of the members club. The daily posts are the main bit, kind of the main offering, I suppose, but I do do research in different bits if I can find. Bear with me. There we go. Yeah, monthly research articles. So every month I actually write an article for the Betting Insiders Club, and they allow me to publish them exclusively, well, obviously to their members club as well, but they allow me to publish them to you as well, and I should put up January's article pretty soon. But there's December's one there. That was festive training, so that's not so much use anymore. That November article I think is quite good. That looks at Ireland and Irish racing, and various other things. If you like your trainer stats specifically and your trainer research, hopefully you will enjoy flicking through some of those articles there, and especially if you have horse race base or other system building software, there may be a few ideas in there that you want to take away, and that you can follow and add to your trackers or whatever, and kind of follow moving forwards. I think that's it, really. You can see the forum there to the left hand side. In truth, everyone just comments below the blog posts and kind of uses that as the forum. As yet there is nothing populating those, but that's not to say there won't be at some point in the future. And I think at this stage that's it. So yeah, once you're logged in and kind of at the home page, you can access both the free daily posts and your members content, the exclusive reports, exclusive downloads. If and when you stay beyond the trial, you get the link to the stats pack for free, a link to the all-weather one, and various different things. There's a historical repository there, and yeah, I think that's it. I'm just trying to rack my brain and think what else there is to say. I suppose to finish, what you get from me, I try and be and as open and blunt as possible. I would like to think I take constructive criticism well. So if you have any ideas or you're not happy with something, do post a comment or do email me. I'm always open to new ideas or trying to do things differently. My main drive and aim is to make your experience the best it can be, and to provide us all with something fun and enjoyable and profitable moving forward, this jump season through the flat, and back into the jump season next year. I know this approach won't be for everyone, but if you're watching this you will have taken the trial, I think. So all you can do is give it a go, and I thank you for giving it a good shot. If it is for you, well, here's to the future, and hopefully it's a profitable, continue to be a profitable journey ahead. If it's not for you, good luck with any future services you try, and I hope you continue to check out some of the free daily posts every now and then, and hopefully whether it's me or some of our very savvy readers and people that comment, hopefully some of us can help you land a nice few winners over time as well. So with that said, I will sign off. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening. No doubt I've probably muddied the waters even more there somewhere, but hopefully that's clear. Hopefully you've got an idea kind of what this whole project and what the Members Club is about, and how you can engage with them. As I've said, it's really about the ratings pointers as a starting point, the top rated runners as another way in as well. Just take your time, look at the results, start small stakes and build up over time. Patience is rewarded in this game. The worst thing you can do is dive in with too much money too quickly, and I know from painful experience in my first year at university that that is an unwise approach. Take your time and hopefully you can build up stakes over time. There's people within the Members Club who bet £1 on horses, I bet 10. I dare say there's people in between, there's probably people betting bigger stakes than that. There is plenty of time to build up a bank and to gradually and slowly increase stakes throughout the rest of this season, next season, and into the future. So yeah, I will definitely finish this time. I'm just checking the notes on my pad to the right hand side to see if there is anything I've missed. I don't think so. So yeah, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day, however long it is left of it when you're watching this. And until the next time, this is Josh Wright saying bye for now.